Coming up, find out the devastating knock-on effects of the UK's surprise quarantine rules have brought to Benidorm before we lift our spirits with a fun day out at the fabulous Aqua Natura water park.
Hi, Michelle Baker here, owner of Benidorm's Round Town Times newspaper and more recently creator of these videos, Benidormforever. Our videos provide you with a weekly roundup of what's been going on, warts and all, and this week has been a particularly tough one for Benidorm and tourism in Spain in general.
This week started off so well. With the constant arrival of newly reinstated package holiday tourists, Benidorm was filling up nicely, and every day more and more hotels and bars were reopening for business. Like the famous Yorkshire Pride pubs, they've 4 pubs in Benidorm, and with more Brits here, they'd just announced they were making the brave decision to open all of them on Friday the 31st of July. But then, without warning, the devastating news that Britons coming back from Spain would have to quarantine with immediate effect came out of the blue on Saturday afternoon, and our little bubble was burst, and the knock-on effects have been devastating. TUI and Jet2 have cancelled all holidays for the forthcoming weeks, throwing the industry once again into turmoil. Of course, thousands have been deprived of their hard-earned summer holidays, and the local economy have been deprived of their all-important spending money.
So we're here outside the fabulous and infamous Yorkshire Pride pubs. There's 4 of them here in Benidorm, currently closed at the moment. They had taken the decision to reopen any day now, but unfortunately that decision has been reversed because of the news about the quarantine laws. There's just not going to be enough tourists, they don't think, right now to warrant opening their pubs in Benidorm. Another knock-on effect of the quarantine laws.
Hotels that had planned to reopen, like the Don Pancho, the Rosamar and the Pueblo, have all pushed back their dates now, but the worst scenario of all that we know about was that of the Hotel Rio Park. This incredibly popular Med Playa hotel had only just opened that very day, but within 48 hours had to make the tough announcement that based on this latest news, they had to close again.
So we're outside the fabulous Rio Park Hotel. We were all super excited to hear that the hotel was opening on Saturday, which indeed it did. Unfortunately though, we were met with the sad news yesterday that they have to close again. They'll be closing on Thursday, and all the lovely happy tourists inside this hotel are going to be asked to move to another one within the same hotel group. But who wants that to happen on their holiday?
Thankfully, their guests have been super understanding about having to be transferred to the sister hotel, the Regenti, where we're sure they'll have a fantastic time, but it's not what they'd planned, and many will now have to cut their holiday short as the tour operators repatriate holidaymakers as quickly as possible. And other tourists across the resort who should have just been enjoying their holiday are now worried about what will happen when they go home. If they can go to work, will they get paid? Can they see friends? Can they see family? And what about the bars? Euphoric at the trickle of tourists one minute, exasperated by the lack of tourists the next. It's been a roller coaster week for all of us. This unexpected news for the Brits to quarantine came out of the blue, and Spanish news reporters flocked to the most famous of Spain's resorts, Benidorm, to see how the news was being received. Sarah and Martin from Solihull are holidaying in Benidorm right now and told us how they're getting on and how the news has affected their holiday.
Yes, we have noticed that the quarantine has affected the mood and in particular more how much it is Benidorm is suffering from what is happening at the moment. It's becoming more and more evident to us that businesses are struggling, and it's absolutely heartbreaking to see. It's a shame, it really is a shame. We're just trying to go to as many bars as we can and give them our custom, whether that be a water, a coffee or a beer. But we are really feeling for people in Benidorm. Hasn't affected us as a family holiday because we're making the most of it and we're enjoying ourselves, and we're very lucky that we are here. It's just, you just feel so safe, so safe, which is another reason why it's just so sad for Benidorm, because they're doing things right and they're trying very hard to contain, the fact that, they haven't got a problem spike in Benidorm, and it's a shame.
Because ironically, and this is the part that's confused everyone, the decision has actually nothing to do with Benidorm. For everyone's peace of mind, our numbers are extremely low. Our resort is statistically very safe. This decision has been brought about by outbreaks in other parts of Spain, typically in Barcelona, for example, which is around 5 hours away by car. But it's the whole of the tourist economy which makes up for 12% of the country's gross domestic product, which will suffer the consequences. Now the question on everyone's lips is, will any of these tourists that have been affected return? And of course the answer is yes. Benidorm has a very loyal clientele base, and we're confident if they've been here recently, they've taken home the memory that Benidorm is a very safe resort.
Yeah, we've got people that have already been here on holiday, they've gone back to the UK, they know what's happening and they're still coming. They still want to come out, and they've seen how everyone's acting in the hotels, they've seen how safe Benidorm is, how everyone's got all the protocols, everything's all in place, and they enjoyed it that much the last time, and they are still coming.
Hi Benidormforever, Ashley from the Corner Bar here. Just a quick one. Obviously the British quarantine rules are a bit of a disaster. We know we're going to struggle for the next few weeks, maybe months through this, but do remember that Benidorm is still here, and the Benidorm tourists, the people that come here year after year, are very loyal to Benidorm, and we know that they'll keep on coming back. €1.50 a pint, some of the best entertainment in Europe, totally free of charge, some of the best beaches in Europe, and it's still all going to be here once you're allowed to come back.
Yes, we have all the measures in place to ensure your safety. In fact, in the wake of this quarantine news, every single tourist we spoke to this week has insisted they feel safer in Benidorm right now, where they are required to wear a mask, hand sanitise and socially distance at all times, than they do currently in the UK.
It's totally unfair. We were told to come on holiday and enjoy yourselves, which we did. And then to come over and be announced with a decision with just literally hours as well, I think is just totally unfair. And to be honest with you, I feel a lot safer in Benidorm than I do in England, to be fair, because the rules over here are a lot stricter than they are in England.
Come to Benidorm, you feel very safe in Benidorm. Yay!
Some places are just getting on with it. The Hotel Riador has now reopened, and it's great to see some people in that part of town again. Also open this week is the beautiful 4-star all-inclusive Sandos Monaco Hotel and Spa. Look how every day it gets busier, but not too busy, as thanks to our careful planning and low numbers, Benidorm has attracted visitors from around the world seeking the shores of a safe city. And this week we took a day off as a family to enjoy the fabulous Aqua Natura water park. Conveniently located just behind the resort, of all of Benidorm's theme parks, this is my favourite because it's like two parks in one. On one side you've got the Terra Natura Animal Park, which we featured on a previous video, and right next door you've got this, the Aqua Natura Water Park. By far the most popular park for the locals, we come here so often that we've had the annual pass for many years. Terra Natura is a great place to bring the kids after school in winter, and Aqua Natura is perfect for any summer day, but especially this week when temperatures have soared up to 38 degrees. With rides and shoots to suit all the family, from the splash pools for the youngest to La Cresta for the bravest, I love the fact that it's relatively flat, it's spaced out so there's plenty of room to socially distance, and if you've got kids of all ages like we have, you can pretty much see most of the park at most of the time, so you can enjoy a little me time whilst letting the kids enjoy a little freedom. At the moment, you do have to wear your mask whilst going in and out of the park or to order food or drinks, but you don't have to wear it whilst wandering between the rides or when you're in the pool or when you're sunbathing. The rides are disinfected several times a day and the inflatables are disinfected between every single use. There's a couple of side attractions too. You can enjoy the sea lion show, or you can dress up as a mermaid, surely that's every girl's dream, or you can simply snooze on a sunbed or ride the slides over and over again. In fact, you can do as little or as much as you like, and best of all, there are rarely any queues here at Aqua Natura. As always, we had a fantastic day out, and as you can see, it's very reasonably priced, which is why Aqua Natura is always on the list of to-dos for our extended family when they come and visit, and maybe it'll be on yours next holiday too. Plus, if you look out for these discount vouchers readily available in resort, you can get a further €10 off the price of your entrance. So remember, if you're looking for a last-minute holiday this summer, or even an autumn or winter break, we hope we've inspired you to visit beautiful Benidorm. But don't take our word for it, seek others' opinions or leave us a comment if you've already been here. We encourage you to leave comments and opinions about your Benidorm experience so everyone can make up their own mind.
Hello everyone. If anyone's worried about coming out to Benidorm and you can still get out here, don't worry. It's beautiful. It's safe as anywhere. Thank you. And the beer's good.
We hope you enjoyed today's video and are able to make up your own mind about travelling to Spain in the future. Please subscribe and share our videos with anyone you know that likes Benidorm. We want everyone to remember Benidorm forever until the time is right for you to return.